Hey folks, can you hear me? I may have to reboot my phone here. Oh my God. All right, folks, let me know if you can hear me properly here. Let me know if you can hear me, because I'm going to have to do my intro again. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Great evening, great evening, great evening, great evening. Welcome to another Millionaire Midnight Rant. I'm your host, Wesley Virgin. I'm excited. Why? Because we just launched on a new platform. We're getting ready to make millions of dollars per day. Let's go. Did you guys hear that? I literally did that 3 times. And listen up close, young people. Okay? This, what I'm about to share with you, took me 9 years to really understand and get. Until you realize that you don't have to wait to feel enthusiastic, joy, or gratitude about your business, your life, or whatever you got going on, okay? Until you understand that you can feel that emotion of enthusiasm right now as you're listening to my voice, which means you don't have to wait for the money to come. You don't have to wait until you find your soulmate. You don't have to wait until you get the brand new car. You don't have to wait until your body is healed. You can experience joy, love, enthusiasm, motivation, happiness right now. Okay? There's no trade, there's no barter needed for you to begin to feel those emotions of excitement. Does that make sense? It took me a long time to get that. I thought I had to suffer. I thought I had to feel anxious and stressed out until the quote unquote, the gates of heaven, like money, would come into my life. No. That's absolutely wrong. All of you right now can begin to feel the emotion of enthusiasm. You can feel as if everything in your life is going in the direction that you would like it to go in. I'm doing it right now for me, right? I'm excited about the new platform. I'm excited that we just launched. I'm excited that I'm going to make $1 million a day. I'm excited right now in advance. My question to you is, why wait? Think about it for a second. Why do we wait to feel happy before we can achieve a goal? Why do I have to celebrate until I get a degree? Why do I have to celebrate after I get the job, after I get the car? You don't have to do that. Okay? You know, extremely successful people realize that they don't have to wait for something to happen in their external experience to feel anything. Okay? Listen, repeat after me. Your mind controls your body. Your body does not control your mind. Okay? Your mind, your brain, big head, it controls your body. Okay? Because your body is what feels emotions. Your body does not control the mind. You got to switch it. And imagine if you would switch it right now as you're listening to my voice. Imagine switching your emotions in a way that now you understand that your mind can tell your body what to do. If your body doesn't feel like doing something, you understand that your mind can override the body's response. Okay? So, welcome to the podcast, folks. I'm your favorite multimillionaire here from Houston, Texas. I go live every night to give all of you the opportunity to pick my brain, ask questions, comment below about anything that you need, any type of mentorship that you need right now in this moment, because I'm willing to do it for free. This is free. This is free. This is gratis. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to get a loan. Okay. It is free, genuine, unsolicited advice from myself. Okay. Give me a second. I need to type this below here. How many of you are excited right now? You better be excited. If you're not excited, I'm going to slap you. Okay. I have a question, King. If you were broke, would you work a job to get some financial foundation and invest in a business to make things happen? It all depends on, it's a very difficult question to answer, because when I first started my business, I did have a job at that time. But knowing what I know now, I would have left my job earlier. I don't know your situation, Scott. I know you're in Canada. I don't know how tough it is. I don't know what you're dealing with. But maybe right now a job is the best thing for you, so you can save up some money before you jump into the lake of fire called entrepreneurship, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Wes, how has your week been so far? Well, it's Monday. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, it's Monday. Well, it's Tuesday now, but the week has been perfect. It's been absolutely a blessing, honestly. Danielle, how are you? Daniela, how are you? Okay. Next question for me here. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're in Jamaica. Sure. Questions for me. Talk to me. Listen, don't be shy. Some of you, this is your first time logging on live with me, and this is a live podcast. And yes, you're looking at a dark screen because it's more important for you to hear my voice than to see my face. Okay. I want you to pay attention. You can put that phone somewhere that you can hear it. You can pull out a sheet of paper and a pencil or a pen and write down this information and take notes, because you're listening not to a regular average man. You're listening to a very wealthy, sophisticated man. You're not listening to a brokey. You're listening to a rich man. I'm not a thousandaire. I'm a 30 millionaire. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying that to brag or boast or to be braggadocious. I'm saying that to help you realize that this is your moment. Okay. I truly believe that everything in life happens for a reason. It's a reason why you logged on to the podcast. And I know you got questions, because I know you got problems. I know you're stressing about something. I know you have something within your heart that you want to build. You have an idea that's in your mind that has consumed you, and you just need some help and some guidance. Well, I can do that for you. Okay. But I can't make you type your question below. I can't push you or urge you to do that. You're going to have the guts or the balls to be able to do that right now. Okay. What's next here? Sir, you always say it's difficult to make $1 million. Was it difficult for you because you didn't know what you didn't know at the time? Absolutely. Yeah, it was difficult. And it's going to be hard. But let me say this again. Making the money wasn't the difficult part. Making the money was actually easy. Believing that a young black kid from the south side of Houston, Texas, parents didn't make more than $20,000 a year. That was the tough part, coming from my childhood, from the environment that I was raised in. Okay. Where there were liquor stores around the corner. Okay, where the luxury car was Honda Accords. If you saw a Honda Accord, that was luxury in that neighborhood. So to believe that I could do it, that I could be the first generational millionaire in my large family, that was the tough part. Okay, changing my identity, understanding that I was worth it. understand that I had the opportunity to do it. Okay? What's next here? Hey, Stefan, how are you? Candy, John, Hardy, how are you? Next question for me here. Shahida, how are you? What's the fastest way to increase your credit score 200 points? Well, I tell you this. If you want to increase your credit score, pay off your debt. Pay. Okay? If you have, I would tell you this. Go get Lexington Law Firm. I've used them for years when I had substandard credit. Lexington Law Firm. Okay? Paid them $75, $100 a month. And let them just dispute the things on your credit. But I'll tell you this, pay your stuff off. Pay it. Keep your debt to income ratio down as well. Okay? And take your time. Hey, Bugsy, how are you? Jesus, beautiful sense. Anna, how are you? Questions for me, folks. Talk to me. Or comment to me. Jessica, how are you? Okay, this is your opportunity here, folks. Open up, talk to me. The Quavers Norwood, how are you? Like I'm at the top, but I'm getting ready to go to the tip top, folks. These rants here, you see 28 people, but it's going to be 28 million folks on here, and then you're not going to have an opportunity to ask questions because it's just going to be too many people in the chat. Okay. So you better use me now, okay? Better use me now. I'm moving fast. You'll see it. Don't worry. Just keep your eyes open. I just saw a video where Mark Cuban said he doesn't believe in manifestation, but working more hours, karma, and luck. I think he's a billionaire already, though. Yeah. And I get it. It's not about, it's like me saying I don't believe in the sun. I mean, it doesn't matter. Whether you believe in the sun or not, the sun is going to shine. It's going to be daytime. Listen, I think when Mark Cuban references manifestation, he's thinking about the people that feel that they don't have to do any work, that they're just going to believe in the stars and the moon and things are going to happen. First of all, manifestation, the definition of manifest is to have a thought or an ideal or a dream in your mind and to be able to transcend that thing and to materialize it, to make it real. That's it. It's just taking a thought and actually making it a thing. That is manifestation. Okay? That's just the definition of it. So we all manifest, regardless of what you believe. However, you have to work, period. Right? You got to work. I've taught, the reason why I teach manifestation in a way that I want people to understand more about their mind while they're doing very difficult things, okay? Starting a business, working out, losing weight, becoming great in some skill or some niche. The more you understand your mind, more importantly, your emotions, then the process of you becoming great becomes easier, like the learning process. Okay? So that's important. What's next here? Hey, Just Cat, how are you? I've heard Lexington Law Firm wasn't that good. Okay, who you heard it from? A brokey? A broke person? Did somebody poor and average tell you about them? Hey, Mishka, how are you? And listen, if you don't want to trust, if you don't want to believe me, don't do it. I don't care. You ask me how to repair your credit, I just tell you how to do it. You're either going to be coachable and take it, or you're just going to choose to be ignorant. Okay? What's next, sir? Blessed Love Connection, how are you? Anthony, how are you? My Baby Phone, Charity, how are you? Nina, how are you? Hey, comment the word value if you're getting value, and don't forget to hit the like and share button now. Thank you. What's your opinion on investing in Airbnb industry? Is it decent starting point? Working up to real estate eventually is the goal. Yeah, do it. Go ahead. Listen, Ash Herbst, do it. You know, many of you are wasting too much time thinking about what you want to do. Just do it. Okay, just go out there and do it. If you fail, so what? But go do something. Many of you are letting time pass you by. Like, you're getting old. Some of you are 25, you're old. 35, you're old. 40, you're old. Just go do something. Try it. See if it works. Do your research, okay? Any vibes are you? So go ahead and invest in your first Airbnb. Do your research first. I'm very excited today. Wes, I'm going to a very challenging meeting where I'll be defending my audit report. Some time ago, I wouldn't have been afraid. There you go. Good job. You know what Mark Cuban says is somewhat luck? Like, I truly believe you create your own luck, because the average person, they're so busy trying to ensure that they're doing the right thing at the right time, when a guy like Mark Cuban, he's already done 100 things already. So you haven't did your first thing. He's already done 100 things. So, of course, he's going to be luckier than you because he's trying more than you. Make sense? He's doing more things than yourself. Wes, I know what we really desire is the feeling from our desired thing. How do we transition to the feeling from just thought of the desire? When you say transition, what do you mean? The mind itself, listen, write this down, folks. The mind itself doesn't know the difference between an experience that is in your mind or an experience that is outside of you. Let me give you an example. If all of you think about somebody that died, maybe in your family, maybe your dog died, whatever. That could have been 2 years, 5 years, 20 years ago. But if you think about that person and think about the fun and the time and the enjoyment you have with that person, you can feel sad right now. Some of you can begin to cry. Maybe your grandmother passed away and you just miss those times with her. Right? You can think about that now. And you could begin to feel sad or like, oh yeah, I missed them, and before you know it, you're crying. Now, how is that possible when that person has passed away years ago? Again, your brain doesn't know the difference between what you call a true experience, an experience that's happening in the mind. Because the mind itself cannot, and this is important, it's a game changer for a lot of you. The mind itself cannot process past and future. Okay, it doesn't process it that way. When you're talking about the future, your mind is thinking about the present. It can only act in the present. When you're thinking about something, if you, oh yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, the fact that you say you want that, that's telling the mind that you don't have it. You get it? Like if you keep saying, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, your mind interprets that as you don't have it, because if you want something, that's the presupposition that you don't have it, obviously, right? Or you can say, oh, that happened to me 5 years ago, man. I really was happy about that. Well, you will begin to feel happy, even though the experience took place 5 years ago. You get it? Your mind doesn't process past and the future. It processes the present moment, and it can take data or information based off your imagination or your ability to recall information, and it will feel the emotion as if it was happening. You get it? So when you begin to feel, hey, Dominica Luga, how are you? When you begin to feel right now that you are winning, and the more that you feel that way, eventually you will actually win in the external world. The only thing that matters, folks, listen, the only thing and the only thoughts that matter is your inner thoughts. Like what's happening in your inner world is all that matters, because that is your world. However you are perceiving your life, your reality, the things that are happening, that's your world. Okay? That's it. Your inner world creates your outer world. However you feel about your world and your life, how you feel about it and how you think about it, well, that's your world. And it's real to you. Some of you say, oh, my life is stressed out, I'm suffering. Well, that's your world. That is your perception of the world. So that's what it is. Another person in the same world can say, oh, I'm so grateful. Life is perfect. I'm loving life right now. And they could be in the same situation as you, but they just have a different perception. So their world is different. You get it? So they're not moping and crying and whining and bitching and carrying on. They just like, man, shoot, today is a great day. Yeah, I don't have a lot of money right now, but shoot, I woke up this morning, kids are okay, parents are okay, and today could be the day that I make $1 million. I don't know, let's go. You get it? Okay? Comment the word value below, folks. I'm dropping gems here tonight. Am I not? Okay. So, when we talk about programming the mind, what we're actually doing, we're programming our mind to feel the emotions as if our life is exactly how we want it to be. Okay? That's what we're doing. Like we're convincing ourselves, we're persuading ourselves that we're actually living this life. Like me, every day I'm living my life as if I was making $1 million a day. As if I'm traveling around the world every single month in my beautiful private jet, Global 6000. Okay? Like I'm feeling those emotions as if I'm doing it. I am feeling the emotions as if I'm speaking on stages to millions of people. When I'm on my rant, I'm not talking to 28 people. I'm speaking to 28 million people. Okay? Does that make sense to you? Okay? And what I want you to understand, because I know some of you might not believe it, what I want you to understand, if you continue to do that, eventually the world, the universe, okay, it will begin to bring you situations and circumstances that fit that exact picture that's in your mind. But you got to do it for a while. Yeah, you might have to do it for years. Like just becoming this person and doing exactly what this person would do. Make sense? Thank you, Anais. She says, I changed her life.